Hello all my horror fans, welcome back to Hermione's Horror Reviews. On my channel I do horror book hauls, horror book reviews, and so much more. So I want to let everyone know that the 12th, which is Thursday, my order from Barnes & Noble will be arriving. I only bought 4 books. I am not going to tell you what they are, but I got 4 books. But I did get the digital version of one of them because I want to take the book to work and read it during my breaks and all that type of stuff. So by the way, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope all of you had a great Saturday, great week. Um, I have 2 more nights until I'm off, so I am very happy about that. So as I said, I finished an inquiry uh, into Love and Death by Simone St. James, which I did a review of that one, and I believe I did a review of that one, and that was a really, really great book. I enjoyed that a lot. That's keeping me go forward into reading Simone St. James's books. I also am in the middle. I have the short on my phone. I have not yet uploaded it, but I will upload it tonight because, as I said, it's on my phone. So this is The Devil Wears Scrubs by what's it oh Lord McFadden, Frida McFadden. Uh, so uh, So I'm at like 51% of that book read, and I am going to say this. So I didn't know anything about Frida McFadden when I decided to start reading her. All I heard about her was that, that she publishes way too many books. That her, her books are, they're like hit and miss and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be getting into this author, not knowing if I'm going to like any of her books or anything like that. And so I started off. I bought two Kindle licenses for The Devil Wears Scrubs, and I forgot the set title of the second one. As I said, I'm at 51% of that book, and it's about a doctor named Dr. Jill McGiffin. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. And she is a intern, and she's making so many mistakes. Not mistakes that will kill people, but mistakes that annoy her um, resident named Alyssa. This woman, I literally want. I agree with Dr. Jill, because I wanted to take those. I wanted to reach into the book, pull those notes out, and rip them apart. Literally, this woman cannot survive without her notes. She has to have her notes. Um, and everything that Jill does annoys her. And at this point of the story, I'm like, bitch, have you forgotten? Have you forgotten that at one time you were her? I mean, that really fucking pisses me off with some when you have residents that they're so high up on the hierarchy that they forget where they used to be. It's the same thing with any job. Um, People that are like holier than thou, and like they were new at one time, or they came off the street and they were given authority like right away, and it's like they have this inflated ego that just pisses me off. But Alyssa is one of those people that pisses me off. Like, you have forgotten that at one time you were new to this game of medicine. um I mean, it's like, I understand about you can't leave the grounds. Sounds like medieval. You can't leave the grounds if you're on call, because at any time anything could happen. And when I found out that Freida McFadden is a doctor, I was like, okay, I can get behind this. I'm really enjoying The Devil Wears Scrubs. I really am. Like I said, when I get into an author I've never read before, I'm kind of like leery about, is this author any good and everything. I'm just having a great time with this book. I think this book is at least a 4-star, but I'm at like 51%. So, some chapters are short, a lot of chapters are long, but I'm so far not regretting my decision to spend the $4.99 for the book. So because I'm enjoying it as much as I am, I'm kind of hoping I will enjoy the second book in the series, in the I'll call it duology because it's like 2 books. But I did get Ward. I think it's called Ward E. I believe it's called. I know it's Ward something. I got that book 2 days ago. I went to back with my brother to BJ's and I saw it and I'm like, oh, I don't have that book. Same author. So yeah. I am going to go on to Amazon and see if they have that as a physical edition, The Devil Wears Scrubs. If I do, definitely going to pick it up. Another thing that I'm getting so far from the book is that there is a lot of like, this guy's like hot, and like he's like she calls him nickname Sexy Surgeon, and she really does get annoyed when he's like yelling at someone like her, like an intern, because she's constantly being, she feels like she's constantly being belittled by Alyssa. And also, she accidentally falls asleep in the wrong call room. And Alyssa actually makes her change the sheets. Like, she's terrified she gets some intern virus. Like, bitch. When I'm dead tired, I don't even know where I'm going in life. I do not know where I'm going at any given moment. I am so dead tired. I am so dead tired. And I am like... But anyways, so yeah, so tonight I will upload that video, so that will be the next one. But yeah, I just absolutely wanted to kill Alyssa because she's a bitch. I do not like her at all. Also in the book we're introduced to some of the patients that come into Jill's life. Like this one guy, he is a former like broker, and he has HIV, and so he got it from his wife. His wife slept around a lot, and he did not know it, and he did not wear a condom because he did not know, and he never assume, gentlemen, that women are 100% faithful to you. Which kind of gives you the impression that if she would sleep behind his back before they were married, you imagine her sleeping around while they are married. And of course, I'm going to guess this is around a time when people believed that only drug addicts got HIV. So there's kind of that belief there, but Jill does not believe that at all, because he does not look like a drug addict. But Alyssa is very nasty about this guy, and that's another reason I do not like her, because I would never ever treat an AIDS patient like that, because I was raised to treat people with some form of decency and respect. This man obviously has been through shit, and Alyssa just doesn't care. So, I mean, Jill's all about, like, trying to keep him from, like, taking away his pain, and Alyssa's, like, just ramming her fist down Jill's throat, which also makes me not like her. And then we get a little sense of like, oh yeah, Alyssa's a mom. Oh Lord, wow, okay. I don't know why someone thought that'd be interesting to knock that thing up, but okay. Um, but it's like her being a mother does not erase the fact that she is a world class bitch to Jill, and I really like Jill. Jill, I feel like Jill's this kind of character that really, really cares about the people that she sees. And yes, she makes mistakes, but Alyssa also made them too. You cannot tell me that she did not make mistakes. Anyways, so far I'm enjoying the book, and I'm hoping to have it finished in the next couple of days. I'm not really in a hurry to finish the book by the end of the week and then immediately jump to the next book. I'm taking my time with it and just absolutely, absolutely enjoying it. Another thing that I want to also add is I'm at like 54% of this book finished. Um, uh, Cheerleaders, the New Evil. I was actually reading this between events happening, and one of my coworkers wanted to know what I was reading, and I showed him what I was reading. He's like, "Oh, the author of Goosebumps," and I'm like, "This was before Goosebumps." So yeah, I'm having a blast reading my horror at work and my other stuff at work. So yeah. Alright, I will let you guys go. And as I said, my next video will be that short and everything. And you'll see the cover art and all that jazz. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoy the remainder of your week, your weekend. And I will see you guys next time.